Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
Hello and welcome back everyone to the Esports Club Presents Showdown Series Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron and GPU partners being Zotac Gaming, along with our media partners being Gossip.gg. I'm your host Anna, and with me on desk we have Raider right now.
Well,
Yet another match for the day, and one of the very crucial ones. One of the teams, the last one of the teams that gets to bid goodbye comes here.
Yeah. Podium finishes are something which is very important in a particular season, and now this fight is actually going to tell us that who is going to be there in the top 3 and who is going to bid the favor at #4. Anyway guys, let's dive into the map veto as well. Let's look at the maps that we are going to see. Well, first one is going to be Haven. Interesting, good start, and it will be a pick of AIRAVATA, and Asterix will be trying to defend it for the first half, and at the same point the second map will be Pearl. Ascent is still there, but as a decider. Interesting.
We'll definitely get to see how these teams turn around. I have seen quite a little bit of a decline in the performance of Asterisk and a little bit of incline in the performance of AIRAVATA. So I guess both the teams are somewhere coming close enough to be able to give each other a good enough challenge, because the last time they faced each other, Asterisk did put AIRAVATA into the lower brackets with a 2-0 scoreline. So I want to see how this one unfolds.
We all want to see that, how this particular matchup is going to go, because it's a BO3 which is going to tell us who is the competitor of XQ. You want to know that? Who is the particular team who is reaching out to the lower bracket finals, and then eventually the battle will go on in between them. WG Esports meanwhile be sitting there in the grand finals waiting for 23rd of November, waiting for that BO5 where they'll make history maybe, or maybe they'll become history in itself. You never know. But yeah, beautiful maps. World definitely is going to be the X factor where things might change, as on day number 2 we got to see Abyss, and on day number 3 we got to see some different maps like that. Split, I don't know why it has not been chosen that much. On day 1 I guess we got to see Split, but after that lately Pearl is the only map in the newest edition which is coming back and forth. Even Abyss is also pretty much undermined. But yeah, when it comes to Haven and Ascent, these are the 2 maps which are obviously always there in the mix.
True that. However, if you take a look at all the agents that are going to be picked up from both sides, you can again see Phoenix being one of the players, one of the agents being hovered over. If he does get picked, I do want to see how this turns out. We did see a Yoru Phoenix combination before, right? I'm not sure if that's going to bring just as good a result anymore, but let's see.
Let's hope for the best. Zephy, an individual, the young prodigy that we have talked about a lot in the past few days. The way he has performed in the prior phase of this season 6 was absolutely amazing. But obviously guys, now the competition is even more filtered out. We're talking about the top 4, we're talking about the entry to the top 3, we're talking about the lower bracket finals, and this fight for survival. It's just not going to be that easy.
Yep, this time around we're going to be seeing Robo, Zephy and Sayonara, all 3 playing together. So let's take a look at what they bring to the table, because of that we are seeing Decroid move to the Omen. Sayonara has shifted to the Cypher. There's definitely some changes around there. On the other hand, from the side of Asterisk, we are going to be seeing a much more usual orthodox composition.
Alright, now that the agents are logged in, we'll be back on the desk and looking at the competitions. I really think so that AIRAVATA Esports might have their fun run in this particular matchup because that X factor that Phoenix is going to bring, because usually we get to see hot hands being that ability of a Phoenix before the patch notes came in, which was pretty much available always. You did not need to purchase it, and now it has changed because you do get a curveball from the very onset of the map, and at the same point you can flash your opponent quickly. That is rechargeable, so you are going to get that value as well. Hot hands is something that if you want to purchase, you can go for it. 200 crits is something that is going to take it. At the same point, even when it comes to the wall, the Phoenix's wall, it is now a projectile wall. You can actually use the walls to kind of surround the whole site and eventually get a lot of value. It's kind of like what Harbor used to do. So I'm definitely open to see how that Phoenix is going to change the dynamics of this particular map. But obviously when it comes to Haven, triple sides, AIRAVATA on attack, I am kind of inclined towards AIRAVATA for now.
I do like the firepower that AIRAVATA brings with their players. I am kind of disappointed with the teamwork coming in from the side of Asterisk in recent times. So, I don't know. Unless we see the old Asterisks come back for this particular match, then even I would be siding towards AIRAVATA.
AIRAVATA. They were trying to enter, but it seems like that they've already lost one of their own. But Yoru will perform. Fights back. Shuts one down. Yash has been taken away. Now the question is, what next? They tried to kind of infiltrate on B side, but eventually backed out. See, a lot of things depends on how the next few moments are going to change. Wave, he finds Decroid. Smokes are down from the attacker's side. Look at this, the plant will happen. Brilliant. It is going to be on the B side. Paranoia!
B side.
Again, fair share of
Player
trades.
standing.
What? It is down to the thin wire, but AIRAVATA is going to nail it. Sayonara. Beautiful.
Wave did try to bring the game back for his team. He did get 3 frags for himself, but then again, AIRAVATA just found the right ones at the right time, making the game much more favorable for their side. A good initiation and being on the attacking side, having the advantage of better weaponry is also going to put them at a much advantageous situation. However, because on the defensive side, the entryways are very narrow, unless and until you want to take aggressive peeks. If you actually just sit behind and hold your angles till the attackers actually march in, you're not going to be as disappointed with a weaker weaponry on a map like Haven.
Let's hope for the best. There's already a tech pause. Planning, plotting will be done in it. The momentum needs to be chased. AIRAVATA. They want to build a good play, obviously. Being the attackers, they know that the ideal choice is that we dominate as many as rounds as possible. It's an attack-oriented map, of course, because it's a triple-sided map. Again, the same situation that I usually explain, that 3 sides, 4 angles, different angles, and the defenders are pretty much bifurcated. If you try to hit a particular side where the defenders are not that much inclined to, you can easily have a benefit in that particular situation. So let's hope for the best that AIRAVATA Esports is going to find that value. That's a big buy, Wave. You have already invested on an outlaw, given it to your teammate Yash. Is he going to find some value? I honestly kind of doubt it for now. Maybe in the near future he is going to get some values, but for now, Asterisk, a team which everybody feared as we got the onset of the season 6, is now currently at a spot where anything can happen to them.
I agree. Asterisk definitely needs every single ounce of strategy that they have poured into this one. They need to give their 100% and even more than that. Oh no. There goes their 100% getting denied. Yes, their duelist already being taken off. However, being on the defensive side, loss of duelist is not the biggest ones out there. But then look at Sayonara.
No hard feelings.
That's a very big loss.
Big investment. Let's see what Wave is going to do. Uh-oh. Roboxfur on the other corner is going to find one. Roxo did got a value. Beautiful shots. Vandal in the hand. Again, the post plant is looking very good for the sides of AIRAVATA. Detroit finds a wave as well, and the last man standing down to like 4 HPs. Single shot. A single shot is what is required, and he is going to get nailed. 2-0 already. There you go, guys. And not at all a loss when it comes to the buy, when it comes to the weapons that they do have. I think from here, again, a good start, a good headshot. A headshot is going to be delivered in the favor of AIRAVATA. It's all about how Wave and his teammates are going to fight back in this third round.
Absolutely. It's going to be very crucial to find out how the fight back is going to come from the side of Asterisk. They have the right weapons, they have the right economy. They need to stabilize it from here itself. We have seen quite a few rounds in the very near past where the scoreline has just become way too one-sided in the beginning few rounds. Look at that. A lot of damage absorbed, but still not enough to put them in the losing side of it. Wave did step up, but wasn't able to carry forward as much. Zephyr gets taken out, but that was just his clone. He is going to be running it back and showing up again into the match. As a 1v4, I don't think there's a lot to hope for from the side of Asterisk here.
Asterisk, Icarus, the last man standing. Is he going to go too close to the sun? That is Phoenix. Let's see. Well, at the same point, when it comes to this was a very big and important round for them. Unfortunately, they are not at all looking close to winning it. Oh, Icarus finds one. Sayonara. Bye-bye to you. Zephy, yeah. A 4K. That too in the third round. We can expect once again big things coming in from this young prodigy.
I mean, Zephy and Sayonara together are definitely a very dynamic duo that comes in from the side of Team AIRAVATA. They are probably the reason Asterisk has to be afraid and needs to make sure that they get themselves all the cushioning that they need in the beginning itself and not really wait for the last moments, because anything can happen here. This is a revenge matchup, and AIRAVATA definitely has themselves fueled with vengeance. Yet
First
again,
time
a
they
good
went
enough.
head-to-head with Asterisk, it was a 2-0. I do believe that they are filled with vengeance up to the brim. Wave on the other corner, that was a good value. They are already on a crippled economy, but they still find a very good headshot onto their opponent. That leaves behind the question. What next? Roboxpa! He gets a 2K of his own. Wave and River, both of them are flowing away. A shorty in the hand, but Detroit. Another 2K, guys, from these individuals now. Icarus, once again, the Sentinel remains at large. What is he gonna do? I think 4-0 is pretty much inevitable, but what? Icarus could have like looked at this angle, but he decided to jump on the window.
Very unaware. Very unaware is what both of these players were. Just the right timing got Zephy the frag. But in any case, it is going to mark the 4th on board for the side of AIRAVATA. I am surprised by the results. I mean, we knew this was a revenge matchup. We knew this was a very one-sided matchup the first time around it happened, but it was to the other side of it. I don't know how come AIRAVATA has come in with such a dominant start for themselves. Look at that. Oh my god. Yes. Such a hefty loss at such a broken economy.
What? Hello, Icarus? I mean, what is happening? Both the sides showing their colors. Once again, a full buy coming in from the sides of Asterisk, and it seems like that they are going to fully collapse under it. Their one Vandal is down, and an AWP as well. So big investments already out of their hands. As seen, still waiting for the right moment. This Yoru, he cannot perform. But look at this, spots the barrel, got confused. He was confused in between two different targets. Oh my god, once again. Atlanta Scene is going to equalize the number. There comes a recon. Phantom finds one! It's all about Doxer, and he is also going to go down. There you go, guys. 5-0.
It seemed winnable.
What's happening?
At one point of time, it started to seem winnable for the side of Asterisk, but no. All the hopes and dreams from the side of Asterisk are gonna get crumpled below the feet of this mammoth. Such an amazing game from the side of AIRAVATA. I am loving the growth we've seen on this team since the first time they played against Asterix to now when they're again facing the same exact opponents.
Some big plays, some trigger discipline. Taking the orb, high-low combination being working over there. 5-0 already. A Marshall in the hand, but your position is pretty much revealed. Won't go far. Yash, 39 HP. No healers in the team, obviously. Nowadays, Sage and Sky is out of the meta. Sky is beneficial, specifically in bind maybe, but check your corners, buddy. You haven't, you will lose. There you go. Now I think Yash will be like, bro, why didn't you see? If you miss even a single corner, might go out. Zephy. Oh my god, he takes one down. Icarus instantaneously retaliates. A paradox crew. What next?
Last player standing.
He did end up hurting his own teammate here. Doxer, however,
30 seconds left.
is kind of in a difficult situation. It's a 3v1 now. Finally seems like a round which can be seized by the sides of Asterisk. AIRAVATA still slow and steady. Has the spike, found the site, will be able to go in for the plant, but not going to be able to stick to it for long because the margin from the side of defense is coming in very quickly as well. If he's able to isolate the fights, he might still be able to squeeze this one. Decroid.
Look at this.
Decroid.
Also, no idea. 1v2. And plant is also for like CT spawn.
Yes, it is. He is spamming just at the wrong direction though. Won't be able to hold the fight, but he was able to take away the diffuser. However, there's still enough time to be able to go ahead and diffuse completely. If only he could have bought a couple more seconds.
I need nothing to win.
This was well fought, but again, a victory sure from the side of Asterisk. Finally, they have a round. Definitely got to celebrate that. But
Yeah.
at what cost? How much have we lost here? I think we saw the Hunter's Fury happen. We saw from the shadows be used here as well. Two big ultimates, losing 4 of your players. Just one single weapon recovered. Definitely a very costly round, but I guess a win is a win.
Yeah, that Hunter's Fury was definitely very valuable as well at the same point because they were able to get how many? Two frags, I believe, on C main. That was a good approach, but there you go. Decoy followed up with Zephy, breaking up all those nano swarms and whatnot.
Spike planted.
Assist. They do have their defenders KJ lockdown. They can go for it. Oh, they are going for it. They're willing to invest once again big, but Siren Zoxer. And as soon as that happens, River retaliates by a wall bankable shot of his own. Oh my god, that was good. Icarus, beautiful trigger discipline. Wave finds Zephy as well. No way. No way these guys are giving up the rounds like that. A rolling thunder in order to repay. Flash points. Lots of utils are being ready. Invested. Look at this. Reach. Yash finds one. Decroid, is he going to put down the player who's defusing? No, it's just not going to happen. Once again, similar storyline, similar mistakes being done. It's too much overcompensation, I believe. When you have the side control, you can play along the way. If you peek, if you try to go a little bit aggressive, now things won't work in the way it worked in the first 5 rounds because of the fact that Asterix is a team and teams evolve, teams adapt, and Asterix is doing the same.
I agree. The way Asterix is showing up right now does seem like they have gotten a grasp of how to fight AIRAVATA off. But I think quick adaptations might come in from the side of AIRAVATA as well, because if anything is there to complement AIRAVATA for, there is their teamwork and their quick adaptations. They're going to be able to wicket the complete site, march right into it, but the position on Icarus, alongside that on Yash, this is dangerous. They have to be aware of it. Look at that. Yes, just finds himself. One will not be able to find himself. The other, how come he missed that such essential fight? Now it's a 1v4, make it a 1v3, but that's about it. With a team A, Sayonara will be able to close it for the side of AIRAVATA. As I said, in a couple of rounds, AIRAVATA will adjust, and they did.
It took just one round for them. They are
Yup.
back. And that ultimate, even not just ultimate, Anna, it was actually a 4700 op as well invested from the side of Asterix. Everything went down the drain.
That goes there.
They tried, they wanted to fight it out. They wanted to get that duel under the control, but the messes that were there from the Bleedstorm, I think there was just so much panic. Yes, just completely got taken away in it. But yeah, so far, good start for AIRAVATA. For a brief moment, Asterix definitely popped off. But once again, it seems like that AIRAVATA is just going to reign supreme. Being the attackers, their ideal POV right now is sitting at 10-2. They might get in 9-3, or they're going to stop at 8-4. Anything less than that, that will give the momentum to their opponents, which they can cash in the second half.
I don't think we're gonna sit here and wonder if it's gonna go below 8-4, because I think that's at least a very close marker for them, because they're definitely getting this round. Because on the opposite side, all I can see is a Hero Vandal.
Here.
And if after this round they still continue forward, they are soon gonna have a round with multiple ultimates available for themselves. So at least 2 rounds, I think, will be squeezed from the side of AIRAVATA in this first half. But then again, how much Asterisk will be able to stop them in their footsteps is going to be the question, a very important one nonetheless. Because 2 orbs each, we will get Wave and Doxer online on their ultimates as well. But then again, Doxer, yes, he is squeezing great value from his ultimates, cannot deny that at all. But from Wave, I don't know how much you can expect, because that ultimate becomes very conditional. Mostly, you're only going to be able to collect some information, and that information is only useful if you're going to be able to react to it quickly, because in a couple of seconds all that information becomes irrelevant if you've not moved in already.
I agree. Adapt along the way, figure out what's going wrong, and then eventually execute.
Here. Here.
Sounds pretty simple, but again, it's very, very difficult when it comes to the real game, the real battlefield, the map. Even when it comes to this map, I think it's a very opportunistic map for the attacking side. You can build that momentum from the very onset of the action. And it's actually a pick for AIRAVATA, but the choice of playing on defense by Asterix has been made in this map. I think they are just looking forward to see what is the capability that the other team is bringing in, and then fight along with it. Because there is a reason why Asterix has already got a 2-0.
There.
There must be something different from their corner. But now that we are already deep into the season 6, just 2 more days left in order to get the conclusion done. We're already into the lower bracket round 3. That clearly tells us that evolution must be there from the sides of teams. They would have figured out what was going wrong, specifically talking about AIRAVATA. And that's exactly why AIRAVATA is still surviving. That's why they are still there. Because on the very first day, they were already in the lower bracket. Round 1, they won that. Lower bracket round 2, they won that as well. And now they are fighting in the lower bracket round 3 in order to secure a spot against Team X-Crew. Obviously, between X-Crew and AIRAVATA, if you ask, once again, that team coordination is something that matters the most. But for now, the main question is, who is going to actually qualify? Is it AIRAVATA? Is it Asterix? One might say that looking at these 8 rounds, it is AIRAVATA. But trust me, Asterix, they're also waiting for their own sweet time.
Exactly. I mean, see, look at the composition coming in from the side of AIRAVATA. Yes, the scoreline can be drastically different on the first half, but on the second half, this same composition is going to be resulting into them being in a position where they do not have enough utility for retake or for stalling the push. I mean, the duelist utilities do not give you as much support on the defensive side, and that's why double duelist is a very risky composition to run with. And when you do, you want to make sure that in the first half you get yourself a good enough advancement for yourself.
Precisely.
And again, one of the biggest things is a 3-sided sight. You need way more utility on this one to be able to redirect the attackers, and that's missing. So even if AIRAVATA gets 8-4, yes, it's going to be a comfortable swap for them because they are going to be very close to victory, but it's still going to be a doable thing for the side of Team Asterisk. However, with one man loss on both
Wow.
sides, actually, never mind. Wave is just going to go on a rampage of his own,
Spawn.
leaving a 1v3 for the side of AIRAVATA, in which Detroit may or may not be able to stand the test of time.
Oh, beautiful. Utilizes the from the shadow and eventually is like, surprise, I'm back at a different side. He has went all the way to A. Now that clearly tells you the discipline that these lads have got. Like in these situations, you're like, how would I survive? But then again, you have to choose the right site as well. There are 3 different angles that you need to look at. Oh, the timing. The timing. Oh, he took the shot. I thought maybe Icarus is not even going to take shot and then it will be a timing game. The shots has been taken. All drone is available. One is going to stick. Another one is going to play on the trigger discipline. Oh, anyway, Icarus. What is started on A main is going to end up doing it on a different angle. There you guys. One more round in the bags of Asterisk.
Definitely a good one for the side of Asterisk. However, AIRAVATA is gonna be pinching themselves for every single round that they lose from here because, again, no matter the scoreline, they need to be very close to victory going into the second half. I have seen this team pull up magic and still work with it because that's just how well their team coordinates with each other. But then you cannot expect them to be able to deliver that to as big of an advantage as they did in all the previous matches against Asterisk, though, because Asterisk is yet another team who is good at their game. So I believe AIRAVATA has to find their footing as quickly as possible.
Thanks.
Yeah. If you have space, things are not going to be comfortable. But yes, you are again bringing that op in. And if I'm not wrong, guys, in the last 9 rounds, we have already seen 2 of the ops going out of his hands. Maybe this is the time to redeem himself. Because trust me, if that op works, you can really find a lot of value. You can really find a lot of crucial picks against your opponent. So I'm waiting for that. Let's take pause. Once again, we'll break that momentum. We'll give a little bit of a time period to both the sides to plan plot. And then force their way in. Sayonara on the other corner. He'll be on a lurk. So it's okay. It's a good approach that he has got a sheriff. But then again, isolating a particular fight with a sheriff might not work for him. He's actually probably eyeing for someone who is not watching him. Someone who is not expecting that, expecting the angle that he swings from. Maybe at that point he is going to find some value. Even in the close range, I think Sayonara can be phenomenal. But let's hope for the best because, as you said, that double duelist comp needs to find as much as value as possible right here, right now, in the first half while they attack. Because on defense, their utils might not push their opponents back.
We'll have to find out. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Yet again, with a bit of advantage to their favor, AIRAVATA is going to be walking into another round of the first half that they desperately need, by the way, because 6 is not the scoreline that they can become stagnant on. Having taken quite some intel, they are deciding to move in towards site A, but will that be the best move for them? Is a question we still need an answer to. A quick teleport from the side of Yoru. Definitely putting Yash on the back foot here. He makes a couple shots, finally gets a conversion, and that too on the man with the spike. He has taken the run it down as well, and now the number of kills is just flowing in for the side of AIRAVATA. Zephy still fighting, still kicking and running. Will still be able to find one with his molly itself. It's 2v2, and Zephy finds one more. 4th for him. Is he looking for his ace?
Hey, Zephy has found his momentum. You can find your giveaway as well because it's already online. All you need to do is just tap !Valorant on live chat and you will be in the giveaway. And the giveaway is of 475 Valorant points. The VPs. But the plant is happening. Zephy, he'll be committed to the plant. Here comes the curveball. Will swing and get an ace in the 10th round to bring the glory back to AIRAVATA. Look at how it all started. Yash misses 3 of his shot, finally connects the 4th one, and then following it, walks right into the molly. And he's like, yeah, there you go, mate. Take the 3rd one as well.
Zephy. The man has created magic for his team. Just making everyone dance to his tunes. The way this match is unfolding, I definitely thought the last round was all gone once Yesh started getting his kills. But well, AIRAVATA still being able to find themselves back into the game and also giving a retaliation frag right onto Yesh, taking the duelist out,
I know
giving a lot of room for the side of Zephy. He just used his ultimate the last round and he's again ready with it. Very
problem-
overpowered is what he is. Yes.
Every now and then getting those frags obviously is giving him the edge, but right now River, he's the guy who's changing everything. Okay, Roxfer is like, enough. I'm also a breach. I can show you how to play. It's a valuable frag.
One enemy
Ashton
remaining.
swings, but Wave! He's gonna still get that value. What next? Clandestine, the Yoru is in big trouble. Is it a ninja
Oh, he's
diffuser?
gonna
It
stick
is,
it.
I believe.
He's
It is
gonna
a
stick
ninja
it.
diffuser, I believe. Half diff already run.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice try. Good one. Yoru knew that who he needs to shut down and eventually then buy some time. Only if there was a gate crash available, he could have just easily shot down the player and eventually
Last
instantly
round in the
use
half.
that ability. But yeah, 8-4, that is the ideal score. AIRAVATA, can they get it? Let's wait and watch.
Oh, if Asterisk makes it to a 7-5. If that happens, that's yet another thing AIRAVATA has to worry about. I am kind of worried about the way this game is going to unfold for both of the teams because this particular round can dictate a lot that will happen.
That hurts.
It ought to.
Shadows traveling.
AIRAVATA. They need to climb a milestone, they need to fulfill it. Oh no. River just walked right into the trap, but look at this. The trigger discipline. Doctor, what? He still missed. Oh, finally he gains 2 values. That's amazing. It's 2v2 now. Wave. Again, player literally walks right into the smoke. How many times? How many times you have seen similar mistakes being followed up? I don't know. They were actually not running that low on time. Look at this. There's a lot of shots initially, but then connected on 2. But there was around 59 seconds when you did this mistake. I think this is definitely going to cost them the map. I do believe that.
Very much sounds like it. This first half has not gone towards the side of AIRAVATA as much as we would have expected it to, and now with double duelists on the side, I think how they're gonna make it happen. They might be able to deny the equalizer, and if they do, they're definitely going to find themselves in a good enough position. But yeah, I don't think that a four round lead is going to be good enough.
Second half. The half where ASTERISK can find themselves back into the picture. But from their side, if you see, Wave is the one which is once again popping off. Yash and all the other individuals, they're once again on the back foot. Eight more seconds. Obviously, there's a tech pause for now. Wave, Dogso, Yash, River, Chris. Every single individual from ASTERISK will be eyeing for a comeback now. 7-5 definitely is the ideal score, and I do believe that there is no worry in it. I think they can fight back. I think they can retaliate once again, hopefully. But from the sides of AIRAVATA, Zephy is the one which is doing the heavy lifting. Decoy done a lot of rounds also, got a lot of value. But playing on defense gives you an advantage of playing on angles. That's exactly where ASTERISK slowly started coming back into the picture. AIRAVATA on the other corner, their initial 5-0 streak was good, But after that, every single round was pretty much
Careful.
challenged.
I agree. I do want to see AIRAVATA actually go ahead and get themselves the next 2 rounds so that they can find themselves in a comfortable enough position, because that's where they can still get rounds without being dependent on utility. But after that, I don't think AIRAVATA has a lot for themselves in this particular map. We might have to see the next one to see if AIRAVATA will be able to find themselves an acclaim. But well, in the meanwhile, as the round begins, as the half begins, we see quite some aggression from the side of AIRAVATA in the early stage, but then after taking a lot of damage on 2 of their players, they will be walking back, holding on to the sites now, being slightly passive.
Reach and Yoru super low. If they fight back, if they try to peek, they might just go down. For that reason, yeah, survival is something that is going to be the main goal now. Once again, dark covers, look at this. Right in the main site. Yeah. Now from along,
Cage trigger.
they are approaching. A tripwire, which is not so ideal.
Wire.
But the tripwire has been broken away. Cyber cage is also appointed. A lot of shots. Zephy finds wave. It's a good value.
Spike
Dogzer
planted.
retaliates, takes down Zephy as well. Plant has happened. Asterix. What next?
Cage trigger.
The numbers are slowly and steadily climbing up for the side of Asterisk. They are in a 2v3, and both the players who are pretty low on HP, they will be able to convert that completely and find themselves very close to an equalizer to AIRAVATA. If this equalizer comes in, I don't know if AIRAVATA has a lot to hope for. Not on Haven. They'll have to wait for Pearl
agree.
then.
Yeah. I do believe it's going to be a big challenge for them, because once they lose this particular advantage that they have right now, the 7-5 advantage, building it again while playing on a defense might not be that easy, given that you have 2 duelists, and that kind of a duelist who can just evade from an attack, not really go for that aggressive stance. Like when it comes to Neon, you can do what Envy did. When it comes to Jet, you can just cloud burst, use a cloud burst, or dash away from a particular fight. But Yoru can use a gate crash, go like completely on a different site, and find some value back. River Inu. Look at the damage on AIRAVATA Esports. Already that woman is super low. They've lost Yoru. Zephy is out there on a whole different site now, coming from Link. He's there on A. But it's an A hit. Maybe Zephy and his teammates are going to find some value, but I doubt it's going to be a big one.
I agree. It's definitely going to be a difficult round, but Zephy, even after getting those 2 frags, will not be able to put AIRAVATA on the winning side of it. It's a 3v1. Not looking good. Decroid, we've seen him do magic before. But this sorcery will have to be on point. His location is not going to give him a lot of room to play with. And he'll not have even 1 frag in that one.
In the very start of this round, he was pretty much tagged, so following those rounds and eventually getting some good values was kind of out of context for him. All in all, 7-7. The advantage that AIRAVATA built is completely in shambles right now. Look at how it all started by putting down Clandestine, and after that following it up by some more crucial picks. But Zephy out here with that curveball, he changed everything. Beautiful utilization of his abilities. This guy is very conscious about the abilities and eventually the agent that he's playing. And Jet, he's a whole different individual. Oh my god, Icarus, that was super amazing. Curveball being utilized, but here comes the Hunter's Fury. Decroid gets caught off guard. Robux for evades. But how much? How far? Oh, it drops on. Gives some info, but land is seen. Wall bangable headshot. Icarus is out. TV4, plant will happen.
Spike
Yash!
planted.
Compromises Sayonara, so the Cypher is down. All down to our Initiator and the Duelist. But Duelist is out. Initiator is what we are left with. Robux for shuts down Yash. Do not walk in this smoke. Dark covers is where dark stories are written.
That is true. A 1v3. All he has to do is save his weapon, not even get into the fight, because AIRAVATA has not had a good run here. Asterisk's just starting to mount one step at a time, one round at a time, and now they are looking very comfortable. It's just a one round difference, but it's a very comfortable spot for them. Oh no, if Robo goes anywhere, he's done for. There you go. No weapon saved.
Feeling generous. Who needs a buy?
And on the other corner, the other team is asking who needs a buy. Meanwhile, AIRAVATA, we need it. Are they going to get it? Quick factoid for you guys. Asterisk is currently ranked 93rd in the Asia Pacific region with a rating of 1482. They have a record of 7 wins and 8 losses in their latest matches. Okay, I think in that Asterisk would love to add 8 wins and 8 losses. I think this one is looking like a map where Asterisk will find their footing. Well, thanks to the composition that AIRAVATA has brought in. I honestly believe that AIRAVATA had some big plans regarding this double duelist composition. They were like, we're going to get at least 9 out of it. Didn't even got 8. Yash! Beautiful play. They knew that there's a Phoenix in play. Dodged that curveball. And now they are hitting from different angles, from so many different angles to their opponent. Dogzer, you are walking right in the trap. Dogzer, is it? It's a flawless, guys. I do believe it's a flawless.
Maybe, maybe not. Not a
What?
flawless,
Hello.
but still near flawless.
Yeah. About time for a tactical timeout, yeah. AIRAVATA, after losing, how many guys? 4 back-to-back rounds. They are
Yep.
here with the tactical timeout. Now we'll plan, plot, figure out whatever is going wrong. I think the thing that is going wrong is your own agent composition. There's no other way to put it. Because if there was a initiator, maybe a Sova in their play, Phoenix, I think, yeah, it is valuable, but I don't know how much Euro is valuable. But another factor, right, guys, for AIRAVATA Esports, because they hold 119th position in the Asia Pacific region with a rating of 1455. A little bit better of a rating, I believe. But they have a record of 4 wins and 8 losses in their recent competitive matches. Okay.
That's close enough. Close enough. But we'll find out if this is going to be another win that AIRAVATA will be able to lock in for themselves after this timeout. If things are going to change enough for them. Because as you rightly mentioned, the problem is in the composition. So it really
Here.
hardly puts any pressure on, anything that could be done right now in the middle of the game to change things around.
Cutting through.
See, force push coming in from the corner. Detroit uses the shadow step, gets spotted, is going to get evaporated. Yash! Oh no, he won't go far. The ult is down. Zephy Anderson is also out right now. The Guardian will not work. Zephy goes down.
Standing.
And the last player standing will go down as well. 10-7. Beautiful, beautiful. A tactical timeout to plan, plot, figure out, but still the result is same. Actually, a little bit more bitter. Because it was basically just a single play that you were able to get. Plant was never stopped. Zephy on the other corner has delivered consistent performance with 93 kills, 90 deaths and 42 assists and an ACS of 232 in the TEC Showdown series season 6. Yeah, definitely we agree, and that's why there is a lot of expectations from Zephy. But remember guys, we are talking about the lower bracket round 3. It is not a round, it is not a particular stage where an individual can carry you till the next spot. A team game has to be there.
It's definitely going to be a lot to carry on your shoulders for the side of Team AIRAVATA. Every single one has to go ahead and show up for the team. Show up as a team, nonetheless. But so far, it just seems like Asterisk is not ready to give any room to AIRAVATA to go ahead and, change things around. Because from here, they want to march into a victory. They have an idea, side C. A is gonna be their dominant area, and look at that instant switch from the side of Wave. He's gonna find himself at a very comfortable spot, but the plant has been stopped through the smoke.
The planter has been spotted. He got stuck in a tripwire and eventually got shot down with the sheriff. Now, let's see what next. Zebi, Yoru, both of them in sync, but no.
30
Here
seconds
comes
left.
Yoru with the ult, the dimensional drift. Not yet to happen. Still trying to see if they can get that opportunity. Clandestine finds a valuable one with a judge. The plant. 18 more seconds. Go for it, Sova.
Remaining.
And it's just Omen now.
He has to decroy it.
Seconds left. Spike planted.
Gets shot instantly. Yash was just so aware at all moments. I mean, I don't think that timeout worked out really.
Need a drop. Thanks.
It kind of worked out for Asterix, honestly. It feels like that. Timeout taken by their opponent is in their favor. Because after that tactical timeout, I think AIRAVATA is just trying to plan a lot, but that execution is just not working. They're trying aggressive stances, they're trying angles, just not happening. And the best part, they don't have read of where the play could be. Oh, Decroid, he finds one crucial pick. River is down, that initiator. The loss of that initiator is obviously going to be detrimental. But still, Bladestorm and From the Shadow is also available. They line up, they attain a shot. It was a torture shot. Zephy definitely not full. He has made sure that the HP is going to be lower for his opponent. What next? How are they going to compensate it? They get spotted. Sayonara up on top on Haven.
Are you kidding me?
What a beautiful combo.
Very well executed as well. Yes, ready for another fight. Just does not get to connect the right shots. However, there is very little HP on Robo. Will get shut down right after it. And now it's a 1v2. Decroid. Can he change the result of this round?
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
I think the answer is no.
Match point.
Well,
12-7 already. But the best part is, like, it started from a 5-0.
Yep.
And Asterix so far has not given even a single round in their attacking half. Not even a single round. We ended up seeing 7-5 after the 12 rounds were done. And right now, we still see 7 when it comes to AIRAVATA Esports. Now, this is where Asterix and their combos work. Amazing. In the very first map, they're totally demolishing every single approach from the sides of their opponent. And I would like to once again tell you guys, this is the map pick of who? AIRAVATA Esports. Again,
Yep.
beautiful ult. Hunter's Fury almost about to take down Sayonara, and they were able to take him down.
An early frag for the side of Asterisk. They will be able to go ahead and make sure that AIRAVATA does not walk into this fight with all 5s. However, yes, with that Blade Storm, everything is being invested in this particular round because they already have an idea that this might very well be the last one. It's a 2v5. There's a Rolling Thunder that's gonna be invested. Wave will shut down
They're
Detroit
running
too,
towards
and
him.
now it's a 1v5.
First win.
Yes, just with that absolutely annihilating Blade Storm closes everything off.
I mean, how many times have you ever seen a team running towards a Rolling Thunder? This was the time. This was the time where they knew that everything is done. There is just a single guy who is trying to, like, maybe get some exit frags or maybe possibly fight for his team. Because with that Rolling Thunder, that was the idea. Never really happened.
Yeah.
And eventually it's a 13-7. So what a comeback coming in from the sides of Asterix, to be honest, because there was a 9-round difference between them and their opponents. But finally, 9-round difference between 13 and 4, to be honest. So that jump, that leap that they were able to take was absolutely amazing. Now let's look at the crucial moments as well, where initially you will for sure get to see Team AIRAVATA popping off, doing something amazing, be the pistol round or the bonus buy or following rounds. It's like AIRAVATA, they took their time to, like, challenge their opponent, And the opponents were like, we are taking our sweet time to just figure out what's going wrong with us and how effective you as a team can be. And once they got that zest covered up, look at them coming back in the mix.
Beautifully done, beautifully done. Asterisk just completely told AIRAVATA that yeah, you can have your 5-0, you can start with a bombastic performance, but there's still gonna be that tiny little star at the end of the terms and conditions applied section, which is gonna put you in a place where you will not be able to come back. However, there's definitely gonna be one more map. It's gonna be Pearl, and not gonna lie, on Pearl, I kinda like the odds on Asterisk.
I mean, it's their map.
It is their map, but more so
Yeah.
because of the way Yash and his operator work all the time.
I'm happy to see everything in this particular map. We have seen Yash with that AWP being effective as well. We have seen 3 times in that defense half where Yash completely was obliterated by his opponent, by mere guardians, sheriffs, and he himself was holding a AWP in his hand. So we've seen both the sides, honestly. So I'm happy about that. But at the same point, after 5 rounds were done, it's like Asterisk now knew what they needed to do, how they wanted to come back. But this whole Blaze Storm not being that effective was something which was out of the context. I would not really thought. I had no idea that this is something which might happen in it. Look at this. Once again, Yash misses 3 shots. After that, connects a lot, walks right into the molly, gets taken away. And then finally, Zephy comes up with the ace to save the day for the team. But after that, after 7-3, not even a single round. Remember, guys,
Nothing.
from
Yep.
7-3 to 13-7, not even a single round in the favor of AIRAVATA. Wow.
A 10-round win streak from the side of Asterisk. Not an easy task to acquire in front of players like Decroid and Sayonara and Zephy. I mean, they all are just miraculous players individually, but something just did not work out for the side of AIRAVATA today. In any which case, it is what the result is going to reflect, a 13-7 for the win of Asterisk on the first map, which yet again will just let you know was the map chosen by AIRAVATA themselves.
Every single round, every single play that was made from Asterisk was beneficial for them. Look at them marching right through the rolling thunder and roaring themselves to the victory. Talking about AIRAVATA Esports,
25.
you know the result. It is actually 13-7, but yeah, in just 20 rounds, 25 frags coming in from Wave. And see, the other teammates are not that far away. Obviously, when it comes to River and Icarus, they are far away, but Dogzer, he is there with 21. Yash, he is there with 16. Zephy on the other corner was the, I can say, solo individual who got a lot of value being on that duelist, but the other duelist didn't really work. I think maybe not Yoru, he could have gone with a Soa, because in maps like Haven, a Soa is a very, very important agent. Also in Ascent, of course, but at the same point, if you don't have info regarding the angles or regarding the tripwires of where the players here or where the trips has been set up, then you cannot be beneficial, because we have seen a lot of time clandestine failing in those tripwires and getting just completely obliterated. But MVP of the map is going to be Wave. 25 kills, 3.7k of a damage, headshot percent 19, first kills are 4. And remember guys, he is a controller playing smoke.
Yup, and still just constantly dominating the whole, firepower for his team. I mean, 25 frags was quite a big number. The highest we saw from the opposite team was 18, so you can see the difference already. But yeah, we know Wave shows up for his team very strongly, even in the controller role, even when he has to be a duelist on a controller agent. He does it. We've seen him do it. And this was yet another, mark on his certification for that.
I agree. Now, the problem is Zephy as an individual is definitely popping off, but where is the team? They need to just once again figure out what's happening and how they can come back. But honestly, the next map seems a little bit more difficult for the sides of AIRAVATA, because Pearl is not a map that you usually get to see a lot. And even if you play a lot of Pearl in your rank matches or in your competitive in your scrims matches, the problem is you have not seen your opponent play that map a lot. So Asterix might have actually some different strategies in that particular map, and they have not yet played in Pearl a lot in this particular season 6. So there is something which is going to be the X factor for sure for the sides of Asterix, and it's their map pick. That means Asterix have thought about it. They know what they need to do. They know how to win this particular map. But the other side, AIRAVATA, do they have enough idea about this map? That's what the biggest important factor is.
Exactly. We have to figure out if AIRAVATA is going to be able to come back into this map, because if not, then this calls the end of it, end of all of it. There has to be a strong comeback into the game on this particular map. Otherwise, this just completely closes everything off in the favor of Asterisk. And I mean, not like anyone's going to have complaints about it except for AIRAVATA themselves. But yeah, this is the time when you get to at least claim your spot on the podium. This is the one match that decides whether or not you stay in the top 3. So definitely a desperate one.
Yeah. They need to find every single ounce of energy they have. They need to build in that teamwork from their corner. And only there is a possibility that they might come back to the picture, because once again, I would like to just highlight this, that Zephy is popping off. From the very start of this action in Season 6, Zephy is the guy we all are looking forward to. We know that he's a young prodigy, and at the same point, the way he performs is absolutely amazing. And that might just be one of the biggest reasons why in the lower bracket round 3, Team AIRAVATA is still standing firm. They're still there. Obviously, their positioning is a little bit shaky for now because of the fact that they have lost Haven. But Paul is there. Maybe there is a comeback which is due. Maybe Zephy has some individual prowess that he can show his opponent a lot. We got to see Viper as well yesterday, if I'm not wrong. I don't know if today, once again, we are going to see Viper or some other agents in this particular map. But anyway, guys, let's dive into the map of Pearl. Let's hope for the best. May the best team win. That is always the motto. Sayonara around the other corner will be hopefully bringing in the Viper. He's just playing with us. He'll be playing a controller, I believe. Which one? We don't know. Finally, we know. It's Astra.
I mean, Astra on Pearl has definitely become one of the, most optimal picks. But yeah, I think we're going to be going with a very mirrored composition on both sides, unless and until Detroit actually goes with a Phoenix. Oh, he's actually going with a Phoenix. Okay. We could see this work. It's not completely unimaginable. We could see this work, but I'm not sure how much.
Yeah, I mean, Zephy on that Phoenix was absolutely amazing. Now Detroit, who was playing on a smoke, now switches back to a duelist. Let's see how they're going to find their space back. And that's why I said, like, Pearl is a map which we have not yet seen a lot when it comes to the Season 6. Specifically when you talk about Asterix, again, not at all seen from their corner, because in the past brackets, in the past matches, whichever we have seen Asterix playing in, like either Ascent or Haven or maybe some of the map, but Pearl is not the map that has been the go-to map for any particular team, be it Asterix or not. So for that reason, changing your own playstyle is something which might help you. That's exactly where AIRAVATA is standing right now, because they are switching gears. The player who was smoking is now taking the role of a duelist. Probably he is going to outperform his opponent, but honestly, I'm still going with a open mind at this point. I don't know what's going to happen, because it's just very impossible at this point to judge or predict or figure out what might happen, what might not happen until unless we get to see 2 to 3 rounds of this map. So yeah, going back to the map. The round starts. Detroit finds one. I think he is here for chaos.
And that he definitely seems to be. We'll soon figure out how this whole thing is going to pan for the teams. Quite a lot of chaos already. A huge, barrage of players coming in from mid. But then again, they are all going to be taken down by that aftershock. Zephy, however, still enters in, but then gets knifed by River.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Oh my god, Icarus. What a beauty. What a beauty these guys are. Sayonara will get one. Won't go far. Icarus finds a 3k just to end that chaos coming in from AIRAVATA Esports. Again, a double duelist comp just to kick it off. AIRAVATA once again are very, very dedicated towards their double duelist comp and eventually looking forward to get some good value. But look at this River. He knows that if his pistol fails, he can bring in the knife always, which is going to be an insult to injury, of course. But maybe this is the boost. This is the motivation that AIRAVATA needed. I don't know, I'm just
Might be.
reaching to conclusions now, I think.
Alarm bot out.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll soon find out.
Exactly.
Yet again, a start initiating towards site A, which is, by the way, very heavily reinforced from the side of Asterisk.
Found them.
Icarus just finding himself the first pick already. Setting up for success. Wave will be in a good enough position to make things difficult.
One enemy remaining.
Goes ahead, finds one, is not able to squeeze the other. However, Yash with his 3k will shut everything off.
My double thinks she can take. I go.
Bit of a reinvestment will be there from the sides of Team Asterisk. But the way AIRAVATA started in the previous map, it's the exact same way Asterisk is starting off in this map. It's their own pick. They are super comfortable with it. And as I said, they must have planned a lot regarding it. Because remember guys, it's all about being in the fight for the prize pool or going out at the 4th spot. Yeah, I mean, top 4 is still a good position. But then again, top 3, values will be showering.
Absolutely. Yet again, a very aggressive stance coming in from the side of Asterisk. They're trying to march in as far deep into enemy territory as possible. Icarus does pick out one of the very important players from the side of AIRAVATA. Sayonara has bid goodbye. And now it's a 4v4, which is not going to result in a very good situation for the side of AIRAVATA. They have pushed it to a post plant, but it's still looking difficult.
Anybody walks in, they are here for the decimation. It happens.
One enemy remaining.
Zephy yet again in control will be able to put AIRAVATA on the winning side of it. Finally a round for them. The time is running out. I don't think there's anything that can be done anymore. Robo will get the frag. AIRAVATA will shut this off with 3 players still sustaining from their side.
Finally a win. AIRAVATA, they are back. AIRAVATA Esports, slowly but steadily. Obviously they are finding their space in this particular map. It's not an easy map of course, and they are starting at a not so easy spot.
Right here.
You are being the attackers of a map which is still uncharted for a lot of viewers, a lot of players at the same point. Because when it comes to Ascent or Haven, I've played n number of matches. I don't know how many matches have had happened in the last 4 days, including today. So yeah, for that reason, maybe teams feel comfortable in it. But when it comes to maps like Pearl and Split, it's again a very big challenge in it. Shots taken, relay bolt. There's a concussed. No commitment so far. Wave still can wait. A stun from his own side. Decroy. They're marching in. Too many angles to check. Shots one down. And the scene, he fights back. Zephy retaliates and takes down Yash as well. Walks right out of smoke. Thought he's going to fight back and take the player away. Didn't happen. Icarus is the one who can change the game now.
River already in position will be taken down by Zephy if he peeks. Has to be very, very careful.
Remaining.
That's exactly how it happens. And Zephy, kind of aware of the fact that there might be a follow-up agent available here. Icarus, pretty understanding of the fact that he needs to save his weapon. The economy on this team is not going to look very good on the next one, so just saving that Vandal, walking out.
He is, and hoping for the best for the next round. But yeah, 2-2. Asterisk.
Destroyed.
I really thought that, honestly, till now I had that notion in my mind that it's going to be a big closure coming in from the sides, but it's just not happening that easily. No, don't do that mistake. Okay, finally, Icarus takes down one, but eventually he was able to save his own Vandal, which is a good sign for them. Let's see. Yeah, the thing that I was saying that was basically Asterix is a map pick. I really thought after the 2-0 that Asterix is going to open up with a big score. AIRAVATA the way they are retaliating with that double duelist composition, it is also justified if you see. Because it's a double duelist composition, you are definitely going to expect that your opponents are going to just go all in. And that's why those double duelists are just going all in and being aggressive. Yash gets flashed. Relay bolt took some time. I think that relay bolt should have been the first thing as soon as he got flashed.
I can see your point. This time around, AIRAVATA will be going all in for a mid-fight. Everyone just assembling at one single point and challenging each other. And AIRAVATA being on the winning side of it. IKRAS being the only one left. He still gets a few, but make it only 2. AIRAVATA is taking the lead now. And the beauty of the map of Pearl is that you could still expect a great enough defense with double duelist on this one. Because of the lack of entry points.
So far, AIRAVATA once again are slowly bouncing back. Every single approach that they're making, specifically on the A side, is really working for them because they are trying to come from arc and different other angles. Yash. Why?
I know exactly where you are.
I think aggression is something that is a very good answer for a defense, but at the same point, overstepping a boundary is not something that we usually expect. Right here, Zephy did the same stuff. Taken down, beautiful. IKRAS finds 2. Wallbang headshot. 3v4 now. AIRAVATA, who looked like they have the control, are now in shambles. Oxo, do not walk right into the smoke. This can be tough. Both the sides waiting patiently.
Take flight.
Oxo. Owl drone, what?
My ult's ready.
How was it supposed to happen? I mean,
Obscuring vision.
Owl drone could have easily spotted the player, but he still missed.
Exactly.
Spike
However,
planted.
River will still be able to find the better numbers for the side of Asterisk. IKRAS has his lockdown ready. Will be able to push players away. Will be able to find some area for himself. Oh, Wave could just have been caught off guard. But the timing saved him from Robo.
Cloudy
Oh,
Freezer.
good reflex.
An even better round. 3-3.
Yep.
Asterisk. Beautiful play from their corner. They lagged in the last 3, but now it seems like that they are back with the Luster.
Should probably play
They
some
want to
stars
fight.
in the astral plane. I should. Oh.
Astral Divide is also available, but from AIRAVATA's perspective, Hunter's Fury, Overdrive,
Right.
Phoenix with that ultimate. I mean, Zephy has already overshadowed a lot of his opponent with that ultimate, but now it's Decroid who's playing on Phoenix. Want to see how much effective he's going to be. But Neon,
Covering it. Pulling
that's Zephy for us. He is doing great so far.
Go, go, go.
That he is. 4 ultimates online for the side of AIRAVATA. They might be able to turn this one on its head. All because of it. The information has been given. The entry will be denied. The run it back can help them out. But it's still gonna be a lot of presence from the defensive side.
Nowhere to run.
Big investments.
Oh, Toxer.
You are divided.
Spike planted.
Astral Divide. All bangable shots. IKRAS.
Goodness.
Takes down. But Zephy on the other corner, he's there with the ult. He's here to hurt his opponent. Will he do that? He did! Following Roxfor. AIRAVATA once again are back into the picture. Obviously a well invested round from their corner. They utilized 3 of their ultimates and a lot of vandals to just win this round. But it's a worthy one because now you do have an edge. You do have a lead. Asterix on the other corner. I really want to see, do they have an economy to once again reinvestment and get the job done in their favor. They do have the dimensional, the Astral Divide, and at the same point they have Rolling Thunder to push off the players or maybe go for the postman retake. So for the best. 2 more seconds and the action will be on. 8th round. That's exactly where we're standing at.
Yes, to the Guardian. Gonna go in, does some damage, does not get the frag yet. But
Wow.
Robo, though, on the other
Literally
hand,
wow.
will be able to shut a couple down. Keeping the numbers up for the side of AIRAVATA constantly.
Last player standing.
I just have to say one thing, decisions. The decisions that Aztecs are making right now. Dogzer rotating back, showing his back to his opponent. And then Astra trying to cut the trip with a knife. Meanwhile, there is already a spray coming onto him. The decisions that were made were definitely not effective enough. Now the question would be, what next? 5-3, 8 rounds are done. AIRAVATA once again have the lead. Maybe second half is something that Aztecs is waiting for right now, but obviously on attack, AIRAVATA is doing great for now. Having that double duelist is really paying them off. But AIRAVATA needs to make sure that the scoreline should be 8-4 this time, not the usual 7-5 or 6-6. It is just something which is not going to be valuable. But why? Once again, aggressive stance. Didn't really work. River fights back, uses the flashpoint. That was good. Relay Bolt, once again a flashpoint. Yeah, just pushing the players back. But Sova, he wanted to jump back to the CT spawn and he jumped right on the stairs.
Not an easy run. Sanar on a very little HP, but still will be able to find one move for himself. It's a 1v2 now. But Icarus will be able to turn it into a victory nonetheless.
Just like the first round, he saves the 9th one as well with a 1v3.
Yep.
Give him time, he's going to save the map as well, maybe.
Maybe.
Hoping for the best. For now, not a lot of B hits has been there, so that AWP is something which is not at all going to be effective, and that's why we have not yet seen that investment. But Icarus always is there on point, because maybe this time, maybe that time, the B hit is going to be there. But once again, if you see art, mid and A main, all the angles where the hit is going to be there. Decroid uses his ult. Get 1, get 2, get 3! My oh my.
And he's
this
still
is-
not been taken off.
Yeah.
Now he's back.
Enemy remaining.
Icarus in a 1v4.
Spike planted.
Icarus in a 1v3. Will he find those? Icarus in a 1v2. He's making it look possible. Frag after frag. Oh no, now it's not a... Yeah, it wasn't possible after that. There was a good enough crossfire setup from the side of AIRAVATA for this one, but Icarus still being able to squeeze some life into the rounds, but not being able to win it. Sad.
Placing sentry.
6-4. AIRAVATA at a point where they need to win both the next rounds. Next 2 rounds should be in their favor. I think they are going to get this next one because of the fact that they have 4 Vandals and a Bucky to play with. Spy cam.
My camera is this.
They've spotted at least 1 or 2. They do know that now the A is vacated. Oh, the timing. The timing. The timing. Outline, the player is pushed. It's tagged for a bit. Nah. Just not that easy for him to deliver. Decroid finds Icarus
Where is everyone?
in the mid doors. There's a loss that has happened. Oh, what? River took his own sweet time for the classics to get connected. But Zephy, he is here to hunt down 2 to 3 more individuals. Because of the fact that he has got a very good angle, he might just get it.
Does not stay long on the ground. It's a 3v4, but the plant is already in. The time is against the players of the team Asterix.
I need it.
Clarenstein might either find someone off guard or get caught off guard. Wave still shutting Sayonara, still kicking the game in. Clarenstein, there is an idea of his position. Doxer was trying to fight it but could not win it. However, with Wave taken off, it's a 1v3. With no time in hand, Yash will only be able to take one fight which he cannot win.
Last round before the switch.
7-4, now 7-5 is the scoreline that Asterix needs to pull off.
Is history
They
repeating?
need to win. Maybe. AIRAVATA once again taking the charge. Sitting on the attack. They have already taken 7 big rounds in their favor. The previous one was a save round, so this one is definitely going to be a bye from the sides of Asterix. Hoping for the best. 3 more seconds. Time will tell, the round will tell who's gonna win, who's gonna stay back. Mid-doors were contested, but there was nobody to really stop them. But on A main, that's exactly where multiple players are still holding.
A slow and steady push from the side of the attackers. AIRAVATA still trying to look in. Yash on the other hand though, still finding players one after the other.
What?
In Zephy versus Yash, Zephy did win, but River was able to take that trade instantly. It's a 3v2. AIRAVATA still looking for ways to walk back in. Icarus in a good enough position will be able to make sure that he has his team covered.
Guarding the spike.
That they are.
Last player
Oh no.
standing.
Oh my god.
That was not supposed to be a River fight, but it
Exactly.
was.
Got spike.
Decret still gets the spike, but it's a 1v3. That too with a lockdown available.
30
There you go.
seconds left.
All on
He's
your
fighting
commands.
with an operator.
There you go. 7-5. Rinse and repeat.
Had to be. Yup. Same exact history is being repeated. May or may not turn out to the same exact result, but the first half is definitely not looking very good for the side of AIRAVATA.
They wanted to make it big, all thanks to their double duelist comp. It kind of worked for them for a lot of rounds, but at the end,
Not enough.
now the real question is, what will you do in your defense? I think the one way to approach your defense is going to be go aggressive, push in with those utils, be effective on the attackers, be the attackers on the attackers. They can do that, but in the next few seconds
And-
we'll get to know what kind of approach is going to be there. Yeah.
I don't think being aggressive is working out for anyone, not even for our co-caster.
Well said.
Today is not a
His
day
loss.
for aggressive.
He's missing on so much, man. So much has happened today.
Yep.
Shorty in the hand. Sayonara. Patiently waiting for this was a fake that has been sold. Now they are approaching A. Similar equation, Asterix. They really want to bounce back. They really want to win. But look at this. A high-low combination has been maintained on the other side by the initiator and the duelist.
I'm liking the overall organization of this push, but I want to see how it's gonna unfold overall.
What? Yes.
Zephy already taken down. Yash somehow survived even after being tagged like that. Clarenstein though, still unfurling the flags for his team. Decroid will be able to support him very well. A 2v4. The very early frag of Zephy did make me feel like it's gonna be an easier round for the side of Asterisk,
30 seconds
but it
left.
wasn't. It wasn't.
Point will happen. They'll get that extra cred. Chris, this is a good spot to play. He needs to find where Robux for is. Or the timing of. Is he going to check? Is he going to check even? No. Tower has not been checked yet. And Icarus finds value. He gets 2! One small mistake that Robux for made. It might cost them the round. But no, Robux for and Sayonara will redeem themselves. 7-5 will turn into 8-5. AIRAVATA is still fighting back. They will make sure that it's just not a 13-7 scoreline right now. Maybe Asterix is still going to win, but it's not a 13-7 anymore.
The odds do look in the favor of AIRAVATA though, because if they do manage to capitalize on that weaponry advantage, if they are able to go ahead and make sure that they have yet another round for themselves, they'll be very close to changing the results. So I don't know. We'll find out.
Hips broken.
Zephy.
Having a Cypher in your team is already a blessing in disguise in this map, because there's so many angles where the trips can be placed and can benefit them a lot. This turn is definitely beneficial. They can once again back out and go back to like hit a different angle. And Zephy has heard it all. He knows, he has got the insights that maybe the players are hitting B. Or they can once again go ahead and approach from E long. You never know. They got flash. That's a good way to know who is there and what weapon that player has got. Beautiful. 8-5.
Look at them just toying here, Asterisk. Constantly keeping AIRAVATA what's gonna happen next.
30 seconds left.
Okay, that Spectre definitely needed to bring some result for the side of AIRAVATA, but the Mori will do much more.
Spike down A.
With numbers dropping one after the other, Doxer still unfurling for his team. There's not going to be enough time. Plant has to happen. The spike is not in their hands. But they will be able to finish everyone off in time.
A thrifty 2v5. Icarus got the last two and Doxer got the first three. Okay. That's one way to come back. Now it's time for S6 to showcase the whole lobby, the audience and us casters that why did they pick this map? What was the reason behind it? Do they have something different cooking on their corner? Do they have some strategies that they have already made? Or they just wanted to put their opponent in a tough spot and then test them? You never know.
Well,
Taking that back.
yet again into the game, we are close enough to seeing whether or not Asterisk will be able to go ahead and find themselves a 2-0 on this one like they did the last time around. Or if these AIRAVATs are gonna be able to push them out of this map. A very early plant in this particular one, definitely giving Asterisk a lot of room to wiggle around in, but Zephy is gonna be one crucial pick. 3 players trying to peek in at once, being denied by the likes of Yesh.
Enemy remaining.
They all were taken down. AIRAVAT has nothing left in this one.
Flawless. A flawless win for the sides of AIRAVATA, and that's how they are going to bring their score to a total of 7. Still one round away from the sides where AIRAVATA is standing right now, and now that it's a full buy round for the sides of defenders, I definitely would love to see how Asterix is going to like pop off, retaliate, figure out something different or not. Highly improbable that AIRAVATA is going to give any space to the sides of Asterix, but obviously it's their own map pick. They would have planned something. So far, I've seen some conventional approaches from sides of Asterix, and the only reason why it has worked is because of the trade fires that are already built in. They're trying to take proper trades. Relay bolt. Zephy finds the value in it. Takes down Yash. Attackers are once again compromised.
There's definitely a man count disadvantage that the attackers are going to have to run with, and not only that, they have a round disadvantage as well. However, in terms of maps, they do have a cushioning for themselves.
Concealment.
Wave, will he be able to turn the tide on this one?
Right there.
Optimal use of utility, a good entry for the team, numbers equalized very well,
Good.
and now also advantage of man count for the side of Asterisk. All that's left is Robo and Decroid. Can they actually churn the results out of this one?
Hoping for the best.
One enemy remaining.
They're
Nah.
holding the
Chris, he
mid-game.
finds Robux for last man standing. Decroid will also go down on tower. But that, guys, it's 8 to 8. They do have 3 Vandals and a lot of economy. Look at Dogzo. He is already somewhere around 5,000 creds in his favor. But for AIRAVATA, I think once again those Sheriffs and Buckies are going to be handy for them. Zephy, he was super good. But once again, I would like to say the same thing. I know I'm repeating myself just like the first map, that if a solo individual is popping off, your team is not going to go miles. It's just Zephy who is just doing the heavy lifting right now. Decroid, of course, on attack, he
Look at
did some
Chris
wonderful
once.
stuff. Wow. He's,
If we're talking about heavy lifting, I mean,
yeah,
he's the man.
W for that. Ouch, Decroid. Feels bad for him.
Obscuring vision.
Yet again, an opportunity for the side of Asterisk, which they can definitely capitalize on. And if they do,
What?
still gonna be
Down
able to
B.
take that Bucky and make it worth it.
Player
Buck.
standing.
A 1v2 though, not completely impossible for someone like Wave.
Okay, that recon was good.
Thrifty.
Not
was
that
better.
easy. hmm
This one was a crucial round for the sides of AIRAVATA, and they took their own sweet time to bring it in. Finally, all thanks to Zephy and Candace, indeed, the round is in their favor. It was a much needed round for them. 8-9 is still not the scoreline which is going to give any sigh of relief to AIRAVATA. They still need to go and cover miles right now in order to win. Even at 12-8, I don't think so they're going to be comfortable. Small tech pause for both the teams to and plot, and whatever technical difficulty they are facing right now, that is going to be fixed. But Asterix, the momentum that they were building, they might get taken down in the next round as well. There are 3 ultimates because of which obviously
That goes there.
the efforts might go down. There is the overdrive, the astral divide, and the Phoenix with that ult. So I'm waiting to see if there is going to be a lot of investment coming in this round itself or not.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
We'll soon find out. There's still a lot at stake for the side of Eravat. Asterisk can still have a little bit of a breather here, but Eravat has a lot at stake. From here, the loss means losing out on almost everything. Contestation, prize pool, staying in the game, the bragging rights, the podium finish, everything. Everything.
I'm out of here. Gotta go.
Icarus and his teammates are like trying to follow the path and eventually push in. Clandestine goes in with some good shots, but here's the pull from Astra.
Gotta go.
Icarus evades from it, was able to survive. Now that they do know that there are some of the agents already on the mid, they can actually rotate back to A, and that's exactly what they're doing. But look at this. Just behind the box, tucked in, is the Phoenix, but they have spotted Phoenix. Lovely. Yash on the other corner will take down Robox for Anderson. Retaliates by taking down Icarus. Another flash. Zephy. Ikroid. 2v2. Spike is down in the mid.
It can become a 2v3
Right.
though, with that run it back.
It is possible, yeah.
The timing here. Sana will get picked off. Wave just changing things around. Will he or will he not use the run it back is the question. That he did. Decroid going back into the fight. Loses the first, gets a lot of intel to work with. Comes back into the fight, takes Wave off. And now it's him versus River. River has the rolling thunder though.
And he's ready for it.
That he is.
He knew where the player is. Oh, soothing.
Even though Flash gets the frag.
They think they're better than
Wins yet another one for the side of Asterisk. And look at the number of ultimates now available for them.
us. Who needs a buy?
Caution here. Right here.
9-9. Asterix. AIRAVATA. Both of them constantly fighting back. It's like the upper bracket finals all over again. Cat and mouse chase. Constant retaliation. Beautiful.
Need that back.
9-9 is the scoreline. Clandestine waiting patiently behind the wooden door for somebody to cross in and eventually get connected with that judge. Sayonara. Guy who knows how to turn the tides in his favor. See, from the sides of AIRAVATA, we never really got to see a B hit. But Asterix, they are mixing and matching.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
There we go. Sock it.
That it is. Yet again, with 3 players sustaining from the side of Asterisk, they are going to be on the upper edge of this fight, but Decroid will be able to balance the numbers off. However, being on the attacking side, Asterisk does have the benefit of being collected instead of having to separate themselves between the two sides. Will this astral divide lead to a victory? Wave is ready for that peak. Okay, he does switch around a little bit.
Watch your eyes.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Very little
Timing,
HP. Wave will change the results of it.
Oh man. River and Wave. What a combination from the sides of Asterix. 18th round in the favor of all thanks to River. 19th goes in the favor of Asterix, all thanks to Wave. Beautiful. Beautiful
Yep.
round. That's how you can come back. That's how you can fight back. But yeah, we cannot neglect what Icarus is doing. 24 frags already. 19 rounds. And his teammates like miles away from his corner. Like there is a difference of 9 frag between the top fragger and the runner-up in that list from the sides of the
Yep.
attackers. If Icarus goes down, there is always a notion of maybe the team will go down, but Decroid, a beautiful shot! Yash goes down.
Right there.
Things are turning now. It now wins again.
That early advantage is definitely necessary for the side of AIRAVATA. They require that little bit of boost to be able to go ahead and fight back on this one. But then again, Asterisk, just one more round and they'll be very close to victory. They can actually play that cat and mouse game again after that. They can afford to. Wave has a good enough position. I don't think anybody is aware of how deep in Wave already is. Zephy might just fall prey to him.
No. Astra, Wave is holding a very crucial spot. But the other three needs to find an entry. What? Wave
30
is
seconds left.
at a good spot, should I say? Another curveball, the player is stunned. But no way, no way. Decroid, he finds two of the most valuable frags for the team. Now Client has seen what is he going to do. Not a lot of time left, they need to go
Has
for
a
plant.
bucky in hand,
Goes
but
in-
loses.
Yeah, he loses the fight.
One enemy remaining.
No time
Oh,
for the plant.
Decroid, he's single-handedly bringing everything home, but he's against Icarus right now. We know what Icarus is capable of, but this time around he won't be able to pull that off. A 10-10 equalizer coming on boards. AIRAVATA just making Asterisk chase for the money.
Decroid completely took this round in his favor, honestly, all alone.
Yep.
Those 3 frags with the Sheriff that literally were mind-boggling and game-changing at the same point. 10-10, Asterix. Don't lose the grip. This is the moment where everything will change. Break the tripwire, push in with the overdrive. Maybe that is the idea. They do know where the trip is. Chris, he's also saving big. Ball. Player has been played. Oh, he flashed himself. W for that.
Took a little bit of damage as well. Decroid was exhausted of doing so good in the last round. Went ahead and made a mistake. Just to relieve himself of the pressure of continuing to do that good constantly.
Astra, look at Astra. Wave. If they find some space on B, that would be great. But Icarus, after damaging Decroid, he can be coming back.
Right.
But the fact that Icarus has got hot hands and the wall as well, he has already healed himself. He's like up there with 100% HP. No shield, but yeah, 100% HP.
Hi!
30 seconds left.
Wave is all set up for a good retaliation for the team. Will be able to find good backstabs. Is a little bit late to the party. Platinstein in a good enough position will be able to take the fight, but Yesh is pissed as he mentioned. So it's a 3v2 with AIRAVATA still on the receiving end of it.
2v2 now.
Well divided!
Last player standing.
It's surprised. Wave.
Enemy
Wave.
remaining.
Spots the player, shuts him away. It's all about the timing now. Timer is running low. Asa wanted to stick, but no! As6, yet another thrifty from their corner as well. Cannot really say thrifty because of the fact that there was an ult invested, but other than that, if you see, the weaponry was mere sheriffs in their hands, and they were able to shut their opponents away. As6 now from here, 13-10 should be their aim, and for AIRAVATA,
Play some stars.
maximum they want to let this competition go is to an OT. Here comes a tactical timeout. About time.
Absolutely about time. I mean, AIRAVATA does not have any wiggle room from here. They need 3 consecutive wins without a single loss to go ahead and claim this map and move on to the other one. They absolutely need this map to be able to sustain.
I agree. If this is not the map, this is not the season. As simple as that.
Exactly. Very well put there.
Just hope that whatever they're planning is going to work and we get to see Ascent, the decider. Because in Ascent, I do believe that it's going to be an even ground for both the teams.
Careful here.
No one is going to test each other. Obviously, then it all trickles down to how you compose your agent select and then how you play accordingly. But for now, with a good decent buy in the hands, Asterix would be eyeing for a successful attack from their own corner. On the other corner with those 2 sheriffs, a regen shield, 3 half shields, some phantoms and other low costing weapons. AIRAVATA is eyeing for a comeback. They have Hunter's Fury to deny the plant, first of all, and then a Neural Theft to figure out where the positions are of players. Look at Icarus. He's holding way too deep when it comes to A. And there is no one really on A side for now. But the players are once again relocating themselves.
Recovering it.
There is going to be an easier entry towards site A for the side of Asterisk. But I'm not sure if that's going to be executable as easily because of the players they've already left towards site B. With Wave not in hand, I don't think you can really commit anywhere. Icarus, however, trying to make sure that mid is cleared out before they make move towards any of the sites. And it does seem like AIRAVATA does not want to participate in the fight early on. Oh no. Now this is difficult. Sayonara might just walk back into that fight. He didn't. Okay.
Spike down.
Chip damage it is.
30 seconds left.
Wow, look at Phoenix, the way he
Oh,
safeguarded himself.
goodness,
Icarus finds
Icarus.
two.
I'm out of here.
Once again lifting the team up to the victory. The plant will happen. No denying that. This time, the timer will not run out. But what is going to run out is the hopes of survival. Maybe Wave holding the main. Icarus putting up the nano swarms just to buy some time. Look at Zephy. Zephy could be the sneaky lad. Neon versus Neon.
No,
Okay, Zephy is better. He was actually at a better HP and eventually a better angle. Look, that angle will be good in his favor. Some random shots. Just to
no, that was a mistake. That was a
Player
mistake.
standing.
wow.
Those shots let people know that one person is outside of the site. However, these orb users will put them in a good
No
position.
time? Oh, they do have time. No
They do
time.
not have time.
0.11. Oh my god.
Match point.
Ace was super duper close. Lower bracket
That's
round 3, guys. This is lower bracket round 3.
We're not even on lower bracket finals yet.
Look at how tables are turning. For a moment, it feels like AIRAVATA is winning. But the next one, we know everything is obliterated. Spike is off. And it's 12-10 already. A series point for the sides of Asterix. All they need is just one good round. And for that, they have 4 ultimates. And a guy who is phenomenal. That is Neon. We have seen so far how much of a value he can bring to the table. So for the best once again. Those tripwires, they can be a pain. Alright, there is a Astral Divide in effect. Rolling Thunder maybe for the post plant, but for now what's most important is going to be the plant be done. Let's see.
Why?
Why?
You? I am not happy with Yashanda's over-aggressive plays. But it's okay. River can still make it
Oh,
back up.
Hardlift is not going to happen.
They're gonna be able to buy more and more time for themselves. River is gonna make sure that there's enough for the team.
Can't use that yet.
They even have an idea about it.
Bird
One enemy remaining.
Oh, whoa. Bro.
denied the refusal. There's still enough time, but not enough players remaining on the side of AIRAVATA to be able to go ahead and take that fight.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
What a ride, man. What a ride. I mean, the day number 4 has been super amazing so far. We got to see a 2-1 in that first matchup, and now a 2-0 coming in from Asterisk. Again, rinse and repeat. Be it the quarterfinal upper bracket qualifier or be it the lower bracket round 3. Same output. AIRAVATA stands no chance against the sides of Asterisk. They have proven it. Not just one time, but 2 times in a similar in a exact season. It's not even like we are talking about some other season. In season 6 only.
Absolutely. But let's take a look at all the moments that built up this particular match, because it did seem dicey at one point of time.
Yeah, for a brief moment it looked like AIRAVATA, they're finding themselves back into the picture. It was basically rinse and repeat, to be honest. The first half scoreline was similar, 7-5. So much has happened in this map. Icarus, always the guy who outperformed the whole lobby, honestly. Not even his teammates, but at the same point, his whole opponent team. The way he played, the way he was able to like pull through some miraculous moment was amazing. And the support that came through from the other 4 individuals were also pretty amazing. And that is the only difference between ASTERISK and AIRAVATA right now. The support.
I can agree, yeah. It does seem like AIRAVATA needs a little bit more on that side. Like, we need to see as much support coming in for the side of AIRAVATA as there is for the side of ASTERISK through Wave and Icarus. These 2 players have been completely phenomenal. I mean, I didn't see Wave pop up as much today, but we've definitely seen him pop up quite a lot, quite a few times already. So, definitely something we cannot take away from.
We can take away one thing, that is that all our top 3 teams right now, they have a very good team composition. The synergy part is very on point. But talking about these crucial moments, the precision, the 1v1 play, the adaptability between these lads are absolutely amazing. But Wave, definitely a player just behind Icarus, always outshining for his team. But there were moments where Decroid was like, I am going to steal the thunder. I'm going to steal the show.
Yep. Quite a bit, performance coming in from the side of AIRAVATA itself. I mean, I wouldn't deny how beautiful they played, but yes, in the end, ASTERISK just had it under their banners.
They just waited long enough. They retaliated. They have already dropped down to the lower bracket. That is always not a very good side. Now, obviously, tomorrow I do believe in the lower bracket finals there is fight that ASTERISK has to take. They have to plan plot for that as well. Once again, put their opponent in a bad spot. But all those timing game that ASTERISK played was amazing. The only complaint would be the overcommitments. There were a lot of rounds where we got to see that overcommitment, and that is why the scoreline came that tight. Otherwise, maybe 13-8, 13-7 could have been the max.
True. But look at that. Icarus has 30 kills for himself with only 15 deaths. A 2 KD after being killed. Remarkable. Definitely remarkable. Yash, on the other hand, got only 11, but I don't think we can blame Yash for that. Icarus just went ahead, did way too much on his own.
It was about winning the duel, and he did it phenomenally. And that's why we oftentimes say that your sentinel needs to be the guy with that best aim in your team, and that's exactly where Icarus stands. MVP of the map, no doubt, it's Icarus. 331 ACs, damage of 5,000 in just 23 rounds. That is phenomenal. Headshot percent, look at that, 25%. And obviously he was on lurk, so first kill just for one time. But other than that, ADR and the ACS and even the KDA, super amazing. Icarus, he definitely made a mark. But who has made the mark on MVP of the series list? That's what you want to know.
This time it's confusing, but it's gonna be Zephy.
Again,
I could not have predicted it this time.
yeah, because the very fact that Decroid was popping off every now and then, I know that watching out for Zephy was not that easy. But then again, this guy was consistent in both the maps, so obviously being the MVP of the map of the series is something that he's going to get under his banner. From AIRAVATA Esports, the journey ends right here, right now. But this guy definitely made a mark for all our viewers, for us as casters, and the opponents that he fought against. Zephy, we are looking forward to him in the next few seasons, man.
I mean, he got MVP of the series, but not MVP of the map, so I don't think his position on overall MVP leaderboard is gonna change. But definitely, the lad is bringing way too much firepower to this game. Impressed by his game, nonetheless.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, every single fight that he takes, there is a very good chance that he is going to take it away under his banner. But yeah, still, even after all of that, unfortunately, this guy is out of the list from the top 4 MVP. PUBG Esports' Caramel is still there on the top 4 list, but look at this. It's kind of a roster reveal type of situation that is being dealt right now from the sides of Asterix, because the top three, Yash, Oxa and Wave, these are the top three for now. Amazing.
Yep. Completely being dominated by the players of Asterisks. We'll soon find out if tomorrow, yet again, they are able to find themselves one more person getting added to this list, because again, they have another match to fight against X Crew for the lower bracket finals. But on the leaderboard, level up leaderboard, we are seeing Caramel swap his places finally. And actually, if you look at it, okay, 1 second, I'm so sorry. 860 kills.
Wow. Now 69 more than your opponent AK even.
Exactly. And that too
With
in
respect
2
to the
less
points,
maps.
Yeah, with respect to the points, I think AK Demon is going to have a run for his spot, because 415.3 is exactly where currently Caramel is also standing. He still has got a whole grand final to fight. That means at least 3 maps. I think he is going to turn the table for sure.
Exactly. Phew. Things are heating up in here. But well, tomorrow 1 p.m. we will be having the lower bracket finals, which is the next stage in this tournament. And after that, we will be seeing whichever team wins from the lower bracket finals facing up against WG Esports for grand finals on the day after tomorrow. I cannot wait.
Yeah. What a beautiful run. From 18th, we got to see the onset of this action, and every single day we have been impressed from these individuals, because again, it's season 6. It is kind of justified that the evolution will be there, but to be honest, this season has brought in a lot of individual plays coming in from these individuals, not literally the team game. Those teams who have got the team game, they were already in the top 3.
Absolutely. But well, that has been it from us for today. You were watching the Esports Club Showdown Series Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron, with our GPU partners Zotac Gaming and media partners Gossip.gg. This was me, Ahana, alongside Raider, bringing all the action to you for the day. We will see you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Do not forget, be right here. Make sure to follow us everywhere so that you know exactly when we're coming online. See you. Bye-bye.
Your system. All right, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, But it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42-42-42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.